God damn, they're like Palestine and Israel. It just never stops. The Moniece Slaughter versus Jhonni Blaze war has gone on for more rounds than a shooting range. It's really shameful that these girls are still beefing. I don't get it. I don't understand why two pretty girls just can't get along, and it disgusts me and it disturbs me. If you didn't see the other rounds of these two beefing, all you got to do is type this in on YouTube. Jhonni Blaze, Moniece fight. Typed it in on, because I've been trying to keep up with it because they were going at each other real hard. I'm talking about threatening each other and shit. It was some old crazy over the top mess that was going on, man. And I was like, oh goodness gracious, because I was like, oh my God, they may actually meet up, and this just wasn't some reality TV shit. This wasn't just to promote the show. Like, they actually were saying stuff like blah 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 about your dead boyfriend and some more other stuff. I was like, oh my God, it was just too much. But anyways, Moniece had an interview recently with VLAD TV, you know, a real vlogger, unlike me. Anyways, she sat down with him or his staff or whatever and talked about some things. The good people at Gossip Served Cold on Instagram were talking about it. Jhonni Blaze reposted what Gossip Served Cold had posted on Instagram. Here's what Gossip Served Cold had to say about it. They said, and I quote, "Did you guys catch at Moniece Slaughter's interview with VLAD TV? If not, click the link in the bio. Hashtag Moniece talks the fake scene of at Rich Dollars throwing the engagement ring in her face on last season's Love and Hip Hop Hollywood." For the record, that was Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season 2. Calls at Mariah Lynn Boss a crackhead with a geriatric crackhead mother, and calls at the real Jhonni Blaze, quote, the stripper bitch who couldn't rap. Okay, so apparently Jhonni Blaze felt some type of way about that, which of course she should, because I mean, I understand that Moniece was just trying to be honest about her feelings, but you know, it's like you can't always be petty. You know, I'm not saying Moniece did anything wrong, because you know, I would never call Moniece out. Moniece would have to do something real fucked up for me to, you know, say that she did something wrong, because I'm not condemning Moniece. But anyways, Jhonni went on to say, quote, "Usually I would go off on you or say something crazy, but today I want to say I pray for you for almost 8 months. I haven't said anything about you. I don't know what it is about you girls that think talking about me will make me retaliate. I'm actually flattered. I never needed to get a boost by dating a celeb. Neither did I need anyone to keep relevant. I'm 25 years old. I guess right there is a threat itself, and then God blesses me singing, not rapping, singing and playing 6 instruments, and then God does a even better blessing and cleans my attitude and temper up in a year and a half. So now this year, I've been quiet for a reason, because what I'm about to do this year will have everyone shocked. So with that being said, instead of bashing you while you still go in on me due to I have no clue, I want to say I pray for you to get better. I seen you was in the hospital with 2 strokes, and that's whack for anyone to go through. I hope you focus on you and not bashing me, because baby, when I get back to VLAD TV this month, all I'm talking about is my music and success. A female won't get no shine from me. So if this was to try to get me to bash you and beef up again, watch emojis. That time has been up, honey bun. God bless you, Richie D voice at Moniece Slaughter. So she made it sure to add her so that she would see this message. Let me express my opinion about what Jhonni just said in this interesting message. Wow. So let me see. First of all, one of the things that stuck out to me was when Jhonni said that she doesn't, you know, need to date a celebrity to give her career a boost or whatever. Now, I agree with that, because Jhonni Blaze has dated some regular schmegular guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jhonni Blaze hasn't only dated celebrities. We've seen her with a combination of both. So I thought that was interesting that she mentioned that. That's actually true. That's actual fact. Now, when she said that she's 25 years old, I don't understand what the hell that has to do with the conversation. You could be 18 and be a fool. You can be 40 and be a fool. I don't think age has anything to do with the situation. I have no idea why she, I guess people who are currently under the age of 30 love to brag about how young they are, as if being young is a badge of honor. Everybody who was born has been young, because once you're born, you're young. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, what does that have to do with anything? She said that that's a threat itself. Your age is not a threat. So I just don't really get that. But anyways, she said that God blessed her to be able to sing and not rap. And she plays 6 instruments. That's interesting because Moniece also sings. So did God bless her? Because they're both singers. So I think that that's funny and ironic that she would bring that up, as if that's a selling. I just didn't get that. I guess she was trying to be what they call nice nasty. She was kind of trying to shade Moniece on the sly. Moniece isn't even a rapper, so what does that even mean? Okay, you play 6 instruments. And now don't get me wrong, you guys know I'm a Jhonni Blaze fan. Love Jhonni Blaze to death. But it's just like this stuff that she was saying, I mean, she should have just flat out dissed Moniece instead of saying this, because rather she should have dissed her in an aggressive way, because this is just being passive aggressive. And like I told you about, like I mentioned this before, a lot of black women are aggressive, whereas a lot of white women are passive aggressive. So just because a person isn't overtly aggressive does not mean that they're not aggressive, because being passive aggressive is still being aggressive. It's still aggression. It's just covert aggression. And that's what Jhonni Blaze is attempting to use. She's attempting to fight Moniece with her mind, but it's really easy to see through. If Jhonni Blaze was really about being peaceful, the only thing she would have had to say was, hey, I'm not going to come with a snappy comeback. That may be your opinion of me, but I'm not a rapper. And everybody look out for what I'm about to do. It's going to be a big year for me. If she would have just left it short and sweet like that, straight to the point, just said what you're saying is not true, here's the truth, and left it at that. But when you're saying, hey, I'm 25 years old because Moniece is like 29, in other words, I'm younger than you, that's a threat. In other words, you feel insecure because of me, because of my age. Then to say that God bless you, that's saying that what, she's not blessed? I play 6 instruments, you don't, bitch. I used to have a temper. In other words, I would have whipped your ass before, I would have lashed out before, but now I'm not going to. Like Jhonni Blaze sound like one of them Christian people who be like, I would beat your ass with this Bible, but I've been reading it recently and it told me to not beat your ass with it. Plus, it's easy to get blood off the cover, but not as easy to get it off the pages. So I'm going to do what Jesus wants me to do and not bash you over the fucking forehead with it. Praise the Lord. Like that's what she's saying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Christian now. I don't whip ass anymore. But if I did, bitch, right here in Deuteronomy is how I would be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's freaking crazy to me that she's wording things like this. What she should have said was, like I said before, just look, this is what my year is going to be like, and what you said is not true. Leave it as flat as that. But I'm glad that she mentioned she has an interview with VLAD TV so people can know about it. And I love Jhonni Blaze, but we all know that if it's not Moniece she's going to get into it with, it's going to be somebody else. Jhonni Blaze's peaceful monk shit that she's claiming to be on is only going to last for so long. Somebody's going to be bald headed, because we all know she's going to snatch somebody bald. One day she's going to be fed up with something somebody said or did, and that bitch is just going to be walking around looking like a plucked chicken. I'm not talking about Moniece. Moniece isn't a bitch. That's my girl. Love me some Moniece. I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about some heifer is going to piss her off, and Jhonni Blaze is going to snatch the bitch bald. And I'm just waiting for Mrs. Clean to run around with a cold head, because we all know it's a matter of time before some bitch is running around looking like a Ninja Turtle. It's just only a matter of time. It just is. It's just the way that Jhonni gets down. She kicks ass, unfortunately. But anyways, this is all my opinion. I hope it never comes to blows between these two ladies, because I'm a fan of both of them. Jhonni, you're one of the people that are on my list of celebrities that need to get like a public relations person, social media manager or something, because people are always going to say something. Jhonni Blaze is a beautiful woman with a very controversial background where she was a stripper, and then they were saying stuff about her having a quote unquote miscarriage on stage and weird shit. You know what I'm saying? She comes from a very crazy story. Her boyfriend was unfortunately killed in front of her. She's been through a lot of stuff. People are always going to say things about her. People are always going to speculate things about her. People are always going to make things up because she's controversial. She's beautiful. She's talented. Same thing with Moniece. These two are cut from the same cloth. Two very talented, very pretty girls with very interesting pasts. They should be working together as opposed to against each other. And it just pains me to see two beautiful black women. Actually, I think they're both mixed. I take that back. Two beautiful mixed women go at it and rip each other's heads off like two praying mantises after mating. And I just wish that they would work together. But this is why I promote lesbianism, because like I always say, man, great minds think like dykes. When in doubt, eat her out. Don't resort to punching, resort to munching. Hit her below the belt with your tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way that I think it should be done. But anyways, and if I was rich dollars, if I was in his shoes as some guy who dated both of these chicks, man, they would be somewhere doing a 69 instead of busting nines. But that's just the way I get down. 9 inches over 9 millimeters any day. This is all my opinion about the two pretty girls. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine. I damn near said follow me on Titter, because them hard ass nipples and them big old titties on Jhonni Blaze. Oh my fucking God. Her titties are so big she can breastfeed herself while doing a back bend. Those are some big ass titties. She can titty fuck a telephone pole. Oh my God. And her hair is on fleek in that selfie. And that fucking dress looks amazing on her. Oh my God, Jhonni Blaze is so fine. Anyways, Meat Magazine on YouTube, meatmagazine.blogspot, Meat Magazine on Twitter. Damn near forgot what the fuck I was doing. Oh my sweet Lord Jesus, pass the lotion. Meat Magazine.